Bilder her, vent litt. Bare stopp her. I don't know what to say. We haven't even started. The hike yet, and the first thing we're greeted with is that beautiful light coming down, making every hillside blue, and the trees in the foreground. I just took the image from the car. That's a great start. All right, we're gonna drive up here and then we're gonna start walking. Welcome to another episode of Running Waters. I bet you thought Running Waters season 2 was over. Think again. Are you ready for your first camping in 40 years?
Yes,
As I mentioned down with the car, we're on our way to Dronningstien in Hardanger, which is the Queen's Trail in English. And it's a panoramic trail, which gives you a beautiful view over Sørefjorden and Folgefonna Glacier. And this is, as I mentioned, Running Waters, episode 3 of season 2. And that means we're on our way to a waterfall. And the waterfall we're gonna visit today is a waterfall called Skrikjofossen. And there's a shorter path to that waterfall, but we decided we're gonna take the long walk. And as many beautiful trails in Norway, it starts with a gravel road. And we parked the car down at maybe 300 meters above the ocean. And we're gonna take this gravel road up to almost 900 meters. And then the trail begins, this beautiful panorama trail. And we're not gonna see the waterfall today because we're not gonna make it in time. Because the road there, without any filming, is about 6 hours. So we're gonna go as far as we can before it gets dark, pitch our tents, do some fishing, and have a great time. My dad hasn't slept in a tent for 40 years, so this is gonna get interesting. This gives a little perspective of where we are, because right behind me now you can see Ørstadfossen from Husdalen, one of the 4 beautiful waterfalls which I took in the last episode of Running Waters. You can see that video right here. You can see that waterfall there. Really nice to see it from this angle. It still looks massive from here, and it's quite a waterfall. All right, let's go. It looks like the gravel road is about to end, so I think I'm at the top. Yes, I am where the trail begins. This is where the Queen's path begins. Look at this. I told you it was a panorama trail. Hard to set. Look at this view, look at this. Wow. I think I need to set up for a panorama right away. This is beautiful. What do you think, Dad?
I think it was worth every meter and every drop of sweat. It was a hard hike to go in the start, but look at this view. It's completely quiet. Completely.
I honestly don't know what to say. First, we're driving up that gravel road and we see this beautiful hillside with the blue light and the soft, hazy sky. and the rays coming down and the trees silhouetting in the foreground. And then we walk up the gravel road, and this is the first viewpoint of the panorama trail, the Queen's Path. It's breathtaking, and I can see why they call this the panorama trail. So yeah, I'm gonna set up for a panorama, and I'm gonna start from this mountainside here with the canyon up there all the way over there. It's gonna be a solid image, I think. So Sørfjorden comes from there, and in there is Odda. Up there is Eidfjord, where we photographed all those waterfalls in last season, and in there we have Kinsarvik and Husedalen. And right now I'm at the beginning of the Queen's Path, Dronningstien in Hardanger, and the weather is it's really warm. It's late August and it's kind of a late summer evening, early fall, and it's about 25 degrees. We're 890 meters above the ocean, and the Queen Trail runs from this point, Kinsarvik, to a place called Lofthus, and the highest point of the trail is about 1100 meters above the ocean. And the trail is named after Queen Sonja in Norway. She kind of opened this trail up for the public, and you can see her rock over there. But as this is running waters, we got to feature some waterfalls, and as you saw in the intro, we drove past so many waterfalls on our way here. And we're on our way to a waterfall called Skrikjofossen, and we could just see just a glimpse from the road when we drove past those beautiful apple trees. It just came down over the hillside. It has 2 drops, and the tallest drop is 260 meters. But we're not gonna reach that waterfall tonight. Tonight's plan is that we're gonna walk as far as we want before the sun sets, and we're gonna pitch our tents, do some fishing. Tomorrow morning we're gonna get up, see the sunrise, photograph the sunrise, and we're gonna continue our walk over to Skrikjofossen. So what do you think, Dad? We're gonna have the whole Queen Path to ourselves?
I think that we met a lot of people coming down and we were walking up. I think it's perfect. We will have this all for our own. And now I'm really looking forward to sleeping in a tent again after 40 years. This will be nice.
I think you have to search long and high before you find a day like this to break the 40-year-old tent drought. This is gonna be great. Queen's Path is about 16 kilometers long, and it takes roughly from 4 to 6 hours to complete it one way. And we definitely don't have that today because the sun is setting in about 1.5 hours, give or take. So if we find suitable campsite, preferably by a small river or a small mountain water, we're gonna set up camp there and continue to photograph the sunset, I think. But for now, let's just keep walking a bit further. So yeah, we're looking for a a suitable camping place. Still haven't found a water, but I'm betting there's one just above this hill here. I'm sure of it. I knew it! Gut feeling down there. So what do you think? Suitable place? It's like that when you've been out camping a few times, you pick up a few tricks on how to pitch a tent. And right now I'm going to show you the best, quick and easiest way to pitch a tent. Just watch it. Just watch this. Amateur. Here you can see a guy who hasn't figured out the magic trick to pitching tents. Look how he struggles.
Nå må du hjelpe meg, jeg må ikke tulle med den filmen.
We've just finished pitching our tents, and then I turned around in order to photograph the sunset. And when I turned around, I could see the sun through the hazy clouds, and it moved really fast because it's approaching the time when it's about to set. So you could almost see it just go down behind the mountain. So what I did, I didn't have a lot of time, but I grabbed my 100 to 300 millimeter lens and I zoomed all the way in, and that's approximately 600 millimeter on a full frame camera. So I got really close to the mountain ridge, and behind that, in the hazy clouds, I could expose for the sun, and it looked really surreal, a bright red sun. So I grabbed a few photographs using that lens of the setting sun. And that will probably be the final image of the day, but you never know. So our plan now is to get out our storm kitchen and start boiling up some water, get ourselves a cup of tea and something to eat, and just enjoy the evening while there's still daylight left. And tomorrow morning we're gonna get up and photograph the sunrise, and then it's on our way to Skrikjofossen. It's gonna be great. All right, have a nice night.